back out in the shed playing with Dick's car. Last time I showed you the little grinding disc trick. Just trying something else. These little things here. See that? That's $2.29 each, and they last pretty good, but bloody expensive. So what I thought I'd try is I just been to Bunnings and bought some belt sander paper because it's strong and it's like a material back thing. And that was, I bought 4 of those, 2 80 grit and 2 40 grits, and it cost me 40 bucks. So what I've done, I'll show you over here. Is I've just been buggering about to see if the concept will work. I just found some old crap in the shed, so just turned that up on the lathe, and then that's a piece of exhaust off my van and some other old shit, and inside there is a little plunger and a spring. I don't know if I'll show you under there, but there is a little plunger and a spring. And what I've done is you put your paper in like that, and then you give it a, and what you get is a little disc like that, which I reckon with a bit of Gorilla Glue I can glue on the old discs and save myself $2. Well, save myself some money. I'm just going to see how many I can get out of one thing. But if it works, it'll be bloody marvellous. It'll save a fortune. Right, so I've got all those bits I've just been mucking around with. Just glued them all up. And then now, sitting there, I'll let them dry 24 hours and see if they work. If they work, all good. If they don't, I wasted 40 bucks. Anyway, back to this thing. So now I'm going to get the front panel all welded in, so I've just got to clean up those spot welds I put through there the other day, because I won't be able to get to them afterwards. And then I am going to punch all the way along the edge with my little hole punch for spot welds, and wherever else I can across the front here for spot welds, and all around there and that edge, that lip in there, both sides, and then we can weld that front panel on, and then the job will be a bleeding good one, innit? Right, so I've just punched all that, and all along the front there. Hold on, let me show you properly. So all along the front there, and then around those bits there, and up there, and around there, and then I've punched the front panel so I can get that from inside the inner wing, from the wings. And what else did I punch? Just that. Let's bring it on that one. So now I should be able to put that in a hole and tack it in. I've got a little helper down there picking up all the punches, all the bits. You picking up the bits, Nelly? Yeah. Right, that's nearly all welded in now. So spot welds across the top there. Spot welds around the side there, spot welds from the inside out there, and same down there from the inner wing. I don't know if you'll be able to see around here. We'll have a look. Yeah, so spot welded down all the way around. Still a bit of repair work to do, but I tied up these wings where these were cut away because it had some funny arches on it. So I've just got to just got to tidy up the bottoms of them, make a piece to go in both sides, and there's a couple of little tiny rust holes, so I'll cut that out and make some patches up. I think where the quarter bumpers used to go, they just filled them in straight over the hole and looked pretty shit, so we'll try and sort that out and all. Right, just back in the shed again. These discs I made the other day, they've been there for a week, so I've just chucked one on the grinder and I'll see if they work. They ain't come out too bad. That one's a bit mystery, but see if they work. If they do, all good. If they don't, who gives a rat's? But you know, you got to play, you got to try, eh? So I'll whack one of them on and see what it performs like. It may be shit and fly off and take my eye out, or it might work. I'll see. Ain't too bad, and they didn't fly off. So I'll call that a success, I reckon. I might make some proper ones. Be better if they was all the way across the pad on the grinder, on that bit there. So I might make some, get some different tubes so I can get the right size. So that's a 50mm should be, but they're about a 70mm, and then the other ones are about 80. So I need to make some proper formers up, and I could probably make my own discs in. So I'm happy with that. Anyway, that's enough cocking around with that. I'll carry on with this now. So I'm going to start to remake some of the bottom of this. This is a little bit thin down here, so that lip there wasn't really a lot to weld to. So I'll cut this bit off, and I'll remake that. Form it so as I've got the proper lip in there. I can reattach it to this and then remake this piece to finish it all off, and hopefully she'll be good in the hood. Then I've got to do the other side, but I'll carry on with this anyway. Oh, that's where the bumper mounts to, so I've got to sort that out as well, because it was filled up with snot, and yeah, it needs a bit of a tidy up and a new hole in it, but we'll do that after. I'll concentrate on that bit for now. So that's the bit of wing, a bit nasty that bit, so I'll try and remake that now and finish off this side of the front panel. Be smart. Well, I've just made that little bit, so the old piece of shit is that bit, and then that bit there should replace it. I'll probably have to make some more bits to go onto it, but I'll have to do it in sections, because it's quite curved. It's curved both ways. It's curved that way and then it's curved that way. So we'll glue that in, or weld it in. That's not upset anybody, and see how that goes. Right. So I've welded that piece in and just cleaned it all up a bit. So there we go there. Now I've got to just attach this. So this was an arch off of another, it's actually off of a Mark II escort van, and the arches are slightly more flared than a standard escort, so it looks a bit like the Mexico one. So, and they were cheaper than buying a new wing. I think a complete panel, one of these was over here about $1,200, which is freaking ridiculous considering we only paid $280 for the front panel. But anyway, I don't know how it works over here. So all I've got to do now is shape a piece of steel. I'll probably just cut it off there and put a piece right in there with the lip on it and round it off like it's supposed to be. inside there, I don't know if you can see, but it's all attached in there as well now. A bit more cleaning up to do, and you'll never know, it'd be lovely. Okay, so now I've just cut that piece off and just use a little bit of card. I'm going to push up that there, draw around that, and I can sketch around there where it's going to go. And you should be able to get a pretty good template. Let's cut it out this still, so I'll push that up in there like that, nice and tight. Just draw around that. I can only do this by, I haven't got another pen to compare it to, so I've got a photo of a Mk1, so I'm just going to make it as close as I can. Probably not going to be exact, but you probably won't notice it unless you know. So anyway, now I've got that, I can cut that out, and I've got to allow a piece around there, which I should fold around, continue it on to that extreme. See how we go. Right, so after some more cocking about, the template, wherever it's gone. So that was my template. That's what I got out of it. What I did, I just slotted, I just cut the return so I could fold it and get the curve on it. So now that's the same as the wings. So that should, if I can. Okay, so that is all done now, so that's all welded in, ground off, so it's pretty good. Just needs a little smear of body filler over it to finish it off, but it's solid and it's attached. I think the next job, because I'm doing this one wing, is I may, I've done this bit in the back here as well, just finish that off. So there was just a gusset piece I had to put in there. Oh, a bit of grinding disc in there. Come here, Chibi. Anyway, what I'll do, now I've done this, is I'll sand this whole wing and just whack a coat of primer on it, because that's pretty much done now, that one. And then I could do the other side. But yeah, pretty pleased with how that's come out. It looks pretty good. It looks like the picture anyway. It looks like the picture I got. One down, one to go. Bleeding back again. Just prepping, I finished up the prep work on this front arch and whatever. So where I joined the two together, it was pretty good, pretty unwrinkly, so I just had to put a smear of body filler over it. And then down here where I made all this part here, just to bring it all together. Inside looks beautiful. So yeah, a bit more on here. Just got to finish off sanding it. Then I can whack a coat of 2K primer over it. So today I want to get this whole arch, inner wing, both sides, all clean, get all the surface rust which has come on where it's just been sitting bare metal. Get rid of all that. Yeah, whack a coat of primer on it. Should be mint. Hello. Hey. What are you doing in here? Where's your shoes? Do you want to have a go? Here you go. Ready? Hup. And then he's going to finish it off for me so she knows what she's doing. That's it. Good job. That's perfect, that is now. Thank you very much. Said Uncle Dickie you done that. Uncle Dickie? Yeah, Uncle Dickie. Leave you to go. Oh. How the hell do you get all bloody that? Right, so that's got a thin skim on it here and there, just where there's a couple of little ripples, and pretty much the outside now ready for primer. All the surface rust that was on there's gone. Still got to do in here, so I'm going to get all that off now, clean all that up, and all that in the chassis there. Then I'll turn it up the other way and I'll get up in there and get rid of all that, and then I'll whack a coat of primer on it and she'll be mont. While I was happily cleaning up over there with the little air grinder, getting rid of all that surface rust, my special best going out, Chinese special, has blown its arse, so that's supposed to go on there. That's supposed to be a little flange on there, and it's only copper, really should be steel, but you know, it's Chinese, mate. So before I carry on, I've got to fix this bleeding thing now. So I'll have a go at that, put a new flare on there, take that nut off and whack it back together. But what do you expect? There's only 280 bucks for this shitty thing. It was just a temporary, but it's turned into a bit of a permanent, unfortunately, until I get a nice new shiny compressor. Because this one is absolutely freaking shit. Right, that's all clean and dusted now. Now we're going to mix up some 2K primer and stick that on there, and that'll be that one ready, and then I'll just give it a final fettle before we paint. But yeah, it's all nice and straight now and should be lovely. Well, it's got shitloads of primer on it now. It's going to need a bit of work though, just got to get that line straight. It's a little bit pissed up one in, but we'll get that. But the rest of it's all goody in the hoodie. Bloody good primer that is. Next week we'll tackle this bleeding side on the front, and then the bulkhead there, and I'll work way backwards. But that'll do for fricking today, because I'm bleeding hot and buggered.